When the truth about Dylan Wang's early struggles in the entertainment industry started to resurface, fans were left in disbelief. Before we dive deep into the heartbreaking story of how Dylan survived the ruthless agency trap that nearly ended his career, and why Shinyu wasn't as lucky, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our emotional, behind-the-scenes stories about your favorite stars. This is not just a tale of fame and glamour. It's a story of survival, pain, loyalty, and the hidden battles behind the bright lights of showbiz. Long before Dylan Wang became one of China's most adored actors, the charming, confident star known for his unforgettable role in Meteor Garden, his life looked nothing like the glamorous image we see today. Born in Chengdu, Dylan had always dreamed big. But dreams, in the entertainment industry, often come with a price. When he first entered the modeling and acting world, he was young, hopeful, and ready to work hard. What he didn't know, however, was that the path ahead would lead him into one of the most difficult periods of his life. At the start of his career, Dylan was signed by a small entertainment agency that promised to make him a star. Like many rising actors, he believed every word. He was told he'd get acting opportunities, exposure, and mentorship. What he actually got was a contract that practically stripped him of control over his own career. Hidden within the fine print were clauses that allowed the agency to control his schedule, his image, and even his personal life. According to reports and interviews years later, Dylan was often overworked, underpaid, and pressured to maintain a public image that didn't feel like him. They wanted perfection, not personality, one insider later revealed. He couldn't even choose his own clothes or social media captions without approval. For a young man trying to find his footing in the industry, it was suffocating. But Dylan had something most young actors didn't, a quiet resilience and a deep sense of self-awareness. Even in those early days, he noticed the cracks. He began reading his contracts carefully, asking questions his managers didn't expect, and saving copies of every paper he signed. It was his way of protecting himself, even when he didn't fully understand how dangerous the situation could become. The turning point came during the filming of Meteor Garden. Dylan's portrayal of Dao Ming-Si catapulted him into instant stardom. His name became known across Asia overnight. With fame came money, fan attention, and opportunities, but it also intensified the control his agency had over him. Every endorsement, every photo shoot, and even his interviews had to go through them. He was expected to play the perfect idol. At one point, rumors began circulating that Dylan wanted to renegotiate his contract, a move that his agency did not appreciate. According to people close to him, the company allegedly began to freeze certain projects, delaying his payments and limiting his public appearances. It was their way of reminding him who was in charge. He felt trapped, one staff member later said. He couldn't leave, but he couldn't move forward either. Fans began to notice his absence during several key events, and speculation grew online. Was Dylan in trouble with his agency? Was something happening behind the scenes? The truth, as it later emerged, was more painful than anyone expected. In a later interview, Dylan subtly referenced that dark period without giving details. There are times, he said quietly, when you realize fame doesn't equal freedom. It was a haunting statement, one that resonated with anyone who knew how the entertainment world truly worked. Yet somehow, Dylan survived. He found a way out. Using his growing popularity and the influence he gained from Meteor Garden, Dylan was able to seek legal help and slowly renegotiate his terms. It wasn't easy. He had to pay hefty penalties, spend sleepless nights going through paperwork, and even risk his reputation in the industry. But in the end, he walked away with his freedom. And that's what makes his story so powerful. He didn't let the system break him. He learned to play it smarter. When he finally began working independently, fans noticed the difference. His interviews became more authentic, his performances more expressive, and his smile more genuine. But for Shinyu, the story took a different turn. Shinyu, known for her sweet, innocent charm and natural acting style, rose to fame alongside Dylan in Meteor Garden. Their chemistry on screen made them the most beloved pairing of that generation. But behind Shinyu's bright smile, she too was struggling with the realities of the entertainment industry, only this time, the trap was even deeper. When Shinyu first entered the spotlight, she was signed under a management company that marketed her as the girl next door. Her roles were carefully chosen to maintain that image: soft, emotional, relatable. Fans loved her for it, but over time, Shinyu reportedly began to feel creatively trapped. She wanted to grow, to explore more mature roles, to evolve as an actress. Still, Shinyu continued to work with grace and professionalism. She never spoke out against her agency or revealed her struggles publicly, perhaps fearing backlash or contract violations. Instead, she let her performances speak for her. Every role she played, every emotional scene, carried a quiet authenticity that came from her real-life pain. While Dylan's story became one of triumph, of a young actor who escaped the grip of the industry and reclaimed his freedom, Shinyu's story remained bittersweet. Fans began comparing their journeys, noting how both had started together but ended up walking very different paths. Some even said, Dylan survived the storm, but Shinyu was still trapped inside it. Their reunion moments, rare but precious, only fueled the emotional connection fans felt between them. Whenever Dylan mentioned Shinyu in interviews, his tone softened. "She's one of the most genuine people I've ever met," he once said. "She deserves the best, always." Those simple words carried weight, as if he knew just how much she had endured. In contrast, Shinyu spoke about Dylan with quiet admiration. "He's strong," she said in one interview. "He's brave in ways most people don't realize." It was as if she saw in him the freedom she was still searching for. The entertainment industry can be cruel, and both Dylan and Shinyu learned that in different ways. Dylan fought his way out and emerged stronger. Shinyu stayed, enduring quietly, perhaps waiting for her own moment to break free. And yet, in their resilience, both have become symbols of courage. Dylan represents those who take control of their destiny, while Shinyu represents those who survive with grace, even when trapped. Today, fans continue to root for both of them, not just as a beloved on-screen couple, but as individuals who've shown that behind the glamour lies real struggle. They hope that someday, Shinyu too will find her freedom, to choose her own path, her own roles, and live without constraints. Because if Dylan Wang's story taught us anything, it's that the system can be beaten, but it takes strength, timing, and a heart that refuses to surrender. And if Shinyu's story reminds us of something, it's that even when you can't escape, enduring with dignity is its own kind of victory. Their stories, intertwined by fate, separated by circumstance, continue to inspire fans around the world. Two stars who rose together, faced the same storm, but took different roads through it. Dylan survived the agency trap. Shinyu couldn't, at least, not yet. But if there's one thing the world has learned about her, it's that she never gives up. And maybe one day, when the timing is right, she too will step into the light of her own freedom, just like Dylan once did. Because in the end, survival isn't just about escaping. It's about enduring, and waiting for the moment when your wings are strong enough to fly again.